Hey loves, welcome back to Health Inside OSC. If you are new here, this is where we break down all things health and lab related in the simplest and most engaging way, as well as talk about all those medical questions no one really explains. Here we don't judge, we only learn together. Now today's video is all about blood sugar testing. Today we're going to learn what that test is, why it's necessary to fast before the test, as well as how to properly take the test using your glucometer and interpret your results. Now, blood sugar test is one of the many tests people take every day, but very few of us understand how it works and what the results really mean. So, if you've ever been asked to fast before this test and you didn't understand why, or you took this test at home and you got scared by the numbers, don't worry, I've got you. And today we're going to learn it all. But first, like we always do, grab a comfortable seat like mine and let's learn this together. Okay guys, so I'll never go an interesting class without sharing a story from the lab. Now listen, literally like 10 minutes ago, a man walked in for his blood sugar test, and mind you, it's the same as a blood glucose test. And I asked him the usual, did you eat anything before coming? He proudly said, no, I didn't take anything. I only took a cup of mmol to gain energy. And that is just like water to me. I hope it does not count. Spoiler alert, it counts. Your body doesn't care what is like water or oxygen to you. Anything small you're taking, even if it's just like popcorn or maybe your favorite candy, it can raise your blood sugar level and give you misleading results. This is why people end up thinking they are developing diabetes when they are not. So now let's get into the real deal, and it's first things first. What is this blood sugar test and why do you even have to check it in the first place? So sugar or glucose is the main source of energy for our body, and we do this blood sugar test to check how well our body is handling the sugar. It helps us to detect if the blood sugar levels are too high or too low, and this can be signs of diabetes, pre-diabetes, or low blood sugar level, which is hypoglycemia. We'll go into the different types of diabetes later, but now I want you to keep that the blood sugar test gives us a quick snapshot of how our body is handling the sugar, especially after we fasted and our blood sugar level should be at its lowest. Now on to the next. Why do we need to fast before this test? That is a very good question. And you see, when you take in something or when you eat, your body starts digesting the food and converting it into the form that the body needs, which is the sugar or the glucose. So if you take your blood sugar test right after eating, it might give you a high result, which does not mean you are diabetic. It could just be your body reacting to the heavy meal you just took in. That is why we prefer you take this test usually in the morning on an empty stomach after you fasted for 8 to 12 hours. This gives us a clear steady picture of how your body is doing and handling the sugar levels when there is no recent food interfering. Okay, so let's demonstrate how you properly check your blood sugar level using your glucometer. Now let's get into it.
Before we check, here is all that we'll need: a glucometer, a lancet, an alcohol pad, cotton, and our test strip, which always comes sealed in this container. Now for most glucometers like mine, it automatically turns on when you insert the test strip. So now we gently insert it and wait for a drop blood symbol to appear on the glucometer. Now we can check our blood sugar level.
Okay, so now that we've checked, what does this value mean? Let me drop this somewhere and get into it. So there are internationally accepted ranges for interpreting our fasting blood sugar result. So according to WHO, we have 3.9 to 5.5 mmol per liter as a normal fasting blood sugar range. So if you take your blood sugar test and you have any value that falls within 3.9 and 5.5 is considered as normal. And we have 5.6 to 6.9 millimole per liter as pre-diabetes range. 5.6 to 6.9 millimole per liter. Now, if you have any value 7.0 or greater than 7.0 millimole per liter, it is considered or can be a marker for diabetes. But mind you, this ranges only apply after you fasted for 8 to 12 hours. But you can always take water. Now, let's say you didn't fast but you took the test anyway, and this is what we call the random blood sugar test. Random blood sugar test, and it's very helpful in emergency situations and during your normal lab checks when fasting isn't really practical. And it can be taken at any time of the day regardless of when you last ate. So for the random blood sugar test as well, we have the normal ranges for diabetes, pre-diabetes, and normal. So if you have any value less than 7.8 millimole per liter is considered normal, and any value between 7.8 and 11.0 millimole per liter is considered pre-diabetes. When you have your blood sugar reading greater than 11.0 millimole per liter after you've eaten, it can be a marker for diabetes. Oh, and before I wrap up, while I've mostly talked about high blood sugar level, it's important to note that our blood sugar level can drop very low as well. Oftentimes you hear people say stuff like, I've gone on hypo, I need to eat, hypo here, hypo there. Now, hypo simply means below normal and hyper means above normal. So when you hear hypoglycemia, it means low blood sugar level. Hyperglycemia, high blood sugar level. Now, if your blood sugar level gives you a reading 3.9 millimole per liter or less, any value less than that is considered hypoglycemia, and it's a very serious concern as well, especially for people managing diabetes and people on certain medications. And yes, a single test is always not enough for diabetes diagnosis. Doctors often confirm with repeated blood sugar tests or other markers like glycated hemoglobin. So if your blood sugar test at home is giving you scary numbers and you are worried, it's always best to report your clinician so that other confirmatory tests will be conducted. Yeah, I feel like I've given you so much information right now and your head feels like exploding. I get it. I'm going to leave you here now to take time and understand all that we said today. If you didn't get any part of it well, please do also play this video back so you grasp the concept. Now in our next video, we'll be talking about the different types of diabetes, some signs and symptoms of diabetes you should look out for. If you as well have any question on what we've learned today or on anything diabetes, please do also leave it in the comment section and I'll do also address it in my next video. If this video helped you in any way, please don't forget to like it and subscribe to my channel if you are new here and turn on your notifications so that you don't miss any updates. Now you can do this better by sharing this video with anybody who needs to learn this. So until next time, you know how we do it. Stay safe, be curious, and take care of your health. It's health inside with Z. Bye.